Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, and good day to each and everyone. So we are the last reporter, and our report is about the South American mythology. So let's begin our discussion with the definition of South American mythology according to the South American people. So South American mythology, it is a rich and diverse collection of stories, legends that provide insight into the beliefs and values of the indigenous people of South America. These myths and legends often revolve around creation stories, explanations for natural phenomena, and the deeds of powerful gods and goddesses. So basically, South American mythology is about their beliefs, their cultures, the things that they preserved as people of South Americans. So they have the creation stories, the explanations of how things and why things are existing. And they also have their gods and goddesses where they believe in. The South American people are diverse in culture, and one of the most well-known mythology that they believe in is the Incan mythology. The Inca civilization was centered in the Andes Mountains in South America, and their religion and mythology revolved around sun worship, which was closely linked to ancestor worship, and it was the most documented and well-known throughout South America. Many of their myths focus on the origins and their culture and were used to reinforce their belief in their own superiority. So basically, Incan mythology is about sun worship. South American people used to worship the sun. The Incan mythology and stories was passed from generation to generation, and they do this to preserve their own culture. Some of the creatures in South American mythology are Gualichu, La Bola Fuego, and Colo Colo. Gualichu was a feared but not worshipped, being blamed for all diseases, calamities, and evil happenings. He could enter people's body and objects and had to be exorcised. Unlike other mythological figures, Gualichu is the one that is not worshipped. Instead, he is intensely feared. So they fear Gualichu, and if something bad happened, they say Gualichu is responsible for doing it. Next one, we have La Bola Fuego. It is originated from Colombia and Venezuela folklore. This entity is believed to be the vengeful spirit of a woman burned alive along with her children, and it described as a flickering lantern, often attacking travelers. So interestingly, prayers are said to attract it. The specific nature and motivation of La Bola Fuego are less documented than the Gualichu. It is more localized and less widely studied mythological figure. Next, we have the Colo Colo. It is an evil rat-like creature from Mapuche mythology. Its appearance is inconsistent, shifting between a feathered rat, a snake or lizard with a rat's head, or simply a large rat. In Andean mythology, Viracocha, known as the creator god, and he is also known as the one who creates the universe, the sun, the moon, stars, and humankind according to Andean mythology. He emerged from the depths of the sea to bring forth the earth and its inhabitants. He is often portrayed as a bearded man, sometimes accompanied by other Viracochas, the foam of the sea, and the supreme creator god in Andean mythology. Next, we have Pachamama, also known as the Mother Earth in Quechua. She is a central deity representing fertility, abundance, and the interconnectedness of humans and nature. She is revered as the provider of life, food, and natural resources. Offerings and rituals are performed to maintain harmony with Pachamama and ensure bountiful harvests. Pachamama is also associated with mountains and earthquakes. Her worship continues to this day, reflecting the enduring connection between Andean people and the natural world. They also have the son of God, Inti. He was a paramount deity in Inca religion. He was seen as the life-giving source of warmth and light, essential for agriculture and prosperity of the Inca Empire. Inti was also associated with the imperial power and military conquest. The Inca rulers claimed descent from Inti, legitimizing their rule. The Inti Raymi festival, a grand celebration honoring the sun god, was a significant event in the Inca calendar. Inti was often depicted as a golden disc with a human face symbolizing his radiance. Inti has a sister named Mamakila and also became his wife. Mamakila was the goddess of the moon, associated with marriage, the menstrual cycle, and protection of women. Mamakila played a vital role in the Inca calendar, and her temples were served with priestesses. Lunar eclipses were believed to be caused by attacks on Mamakila by animals, prompting rituals to ward off the threat. According to the South American myths, the world was created by the creator god Viracocha, who emerged from the depths of the sea and brought forth the earth and all its inhabitants. He created the sun, the moon, the stars, and all the plants and animals that lived on the earth. He then created the first two humans, Manco Capac and Mama Oclo, and gave them a golden staff. And that's how it also goes to the Incan foundation myth, where one such legend tells of the mythical city of Cusco, which was said to be the center of the world and the birthplace of the Inca people. According to the legend, the creator god Viracocha emerged from Lake Titicaca and created the first two Inca rulers, Manco Capac and Mama Oclo. For the trickster story, we have the story of the Ayer brothers. Very long time ago, over the Pagaritambo mountain, 4 young men and 4 young women emerged from the land. Ayer Manco and his wife Mama Oclo, Ayer Cachi and his wife Mama Cora, Ayer Uco and his wife Mama Rahua, and finally Ayer Auca and his wife Mama Huaco. They were the Viracocha godsons and daughters, which meant they were brothers and sisters also. Ayer Cachi was the strongest of all. He was so strong that every time he threw rocks and his slingshot, these rocks knocked down mountains or reached the highest part of the sky and made it rain and thunder. The other 3 brothers were very jealous of his power and decided to leave Ayer Cachi out of the let's build the Inca Empire equation, so they tricked him and his wife into going into a cave to search for food and locked him up for good with a giant stone. Legend says that his brother's betrayal made Ayer Cachi so mad that his screams made the earth tremble and the skies shiver. The other brothers continued their quest, eventually arriving to the Huanacaure mountain, where they found a stone idol. Ayer Uco decided to destroy it, but as soon as he touched it, he was turned into stone. The remaining brothers knew they had an important mission, so they couldn't stop to grieve. Ayer Auca miraculously grew wings and flew away, hoping to find the place they were so desperately looking for in order to found the Inca Empire. He flew over a place called Tampa del Sol and decided to explore it. As soon as he landed, he also was turned into stone. There was only one brother left, Ayer Manco, and as we mentioned in our Manco Capac and Mama Oclo legend, he is the one that received the honor and responsibility of leading the foundation of the Inca Empire. And Ayer Manco arrived to the city of Cusco, sunk his golden stick, and started to build the new Inca civilization and empire. The moral lesson of the story is that a ruler must not take his strength to belittle his companions, especially when it comes to his brothers. They could have just had the equal power and responsibility, but Ayer Cachi's cruelty and violence led him to lose his position. And what makes it sad is that he was defeated by his brothers. Next, we have the heroism story of the South American mythology to be presented to you by Miss Nurhaida Muslimin.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Norhaida Muslimin. So, our report is the story about the South America mythology. So, the title of the story is the Hero Twins. Maya Hero Twins. The Maya Hero Twins, Hunapo and Ex-Balangko, are central to the Popol Vuh, the oldest preserved Maya myth. So, in the ancient myth of the Maya, dalawang magkapatid na hero ang nag-iisa sa kanilang katalinuhan at katapangan, which is itong si Hunapo and Ex-Balangko. So, ang Maya Hero Twins, ito ang naging center ng Popol Vuh, ang pinaka-oldest or pinakalumang alamat ng mga Maya. So, ang Popol Vuh dito is isa itong libro. Sagradong libro ng mga Maya na naglalaman ng mga alamat and myths and history. And also, naglalaman din ito ng paggawa ng mundo and yung about sa God and Goddesses and also sa mga hero ng mga Maya. Okay, so the Hero Twins were made rulers of the earth by the gods of the sky. One twin was turned into the moon and the other into the sun. Mayan also believed that Hero Twins brought their father back to life and turned him into the maize god. So, yun na nga, yung isa which is si Hunapo is ginawa ng gods of skies na maging sun. Then si Ex-Balangko naman is the moon. So later, madidiscuss natin kung bakit. A Mayan princess sat by the head of one Hunapo after he had been killed and then discovered that she was pregnant. She gave birth to twin boys whose names were Hunapo and Ex-Balangko. So, si Hunapo and Ex-Balangko ay anak ng isang prinsesa ng Mayan. Sila ay nagkaroon ng kahalintulad na katapangan at katalinuhan tulad ng kanilang ama at uncle nila. And also like his father and uncle, magaling din sila sa ball player. Okay, so they were also very loud. Once again, the Lords of Death invited them to the underworld. So, ang kanilang pagiging magaling na ball player ay nagdulot ng pagkakaroon ng atensyon mula sa Lords of Death sa underworld. So, inimbitahan tong dalawang twins na to para hamunin yung katalinuhan at katapangan nila. Visiting the underground. The Hero Twins had learned about their father's mistakes and did not fall for any of the God's tricks. So, yun na nga, yung dalawang twins andun na sa underworld. So, nakaharap nila ang Diyos na si Balbal. Maraming panlilin lang ang ginawa nito, but the Hero Twins had learned about their father's mistakes and did not fall for any of God's tricks. So, yun na nga, nagkaroon na sila ng learn about dun sa mistake ng fathers nila. So, kahit anong binibigay nilang challenge is nalalagpasan ng dalawang twins na to. The gods even challenged them to a game of ball, but the twins knew that the gods would continue to try to trick them. Victory. The boys beat the Lords of Death, who then ordered the boys to jump into an oven. Matapos matalo ang Lord of Death sa larong ball game, he ordered the boys to jump into an oven. Then the boys agreed because they had planned. So yun na nga, pumayag yung dalawa kasi may naisip silang plano. Their asses were thrown into the river and the boys come back to life as catfish. So yun na nga yung abo ng kanilang yung 'di ba nasunog yung katawan nila. Then yung abo ng katawan nila is itinapon sa tubig. Then nabuhay sila muli bilang catfish, yung hito. They could kill things and make them come back from the dead. Their best trick of all was to kill one of the lords of death but not bring him back to life. So, sa paggabuhay ng dalawang twins, sila ay nagkaroon ng kapangyarihan na pumatay ng mga bagay and make them come back from the dead. So, yun na nga. Then, ang kanilang layunin is talunin yung mga lords of death na hindi na ito muling bubuhayin. So, the other lords of death realized that twins had won and left them alone. So, yun na nga, yung other gods is gods of death is na-realize nila na nanalo na yung twins. So, hinayaan na lang nila. Mayans believed that the gods of heaven were so pleased with the twins that they brought them to live in the sky with them. One was turned into the moon and the other into the sun. So, yun na nga, yung mga Mayan naniniwala na yung God of the sky is labis na naging happy, naging masaya sa naging victory ng dalawang kambal. So, ginawang si Hana po na sun. Then, si ex-balangko naman is ginawa ng God of Sky na moon. Okay, so that's all. Thank you.